Salutations everyone from the amazing YouTube enthusiasts. This is what Brian Thinks Adventure is speaking to each as well as every one of you amazing, fabulous, fantastic YouTube enthusiasts out there. I hope each as well as every one of you has had a very wonderful, amazing summer this year over the summer holiday month of July last month and August last month. And here's some very wonderful, positive, and very exciting news you're going to love to hear. I am so very excited, very pleased, very eager to be here to provide a special live end of August 2026 update with some very wonderful news to pass on as well. Are you ready to hear the very wonderful, positive, exciting news updates for this special live end of August 2026 update, everyone? You are? Superb, very excellent, folks. Let's get started. This summer of July last month and August last month, the summer this year was a very wonderful, amazing summer. This summer was absolutely a lot of fun. You know, 3 months ago, this past June, my mom and I, we went to see the Royal Canadian Legion Circus outside West Edmonton Mall. And also I got to see the Art Walk in Sir Winston Churchill Square a couple times. And also at the beginning of July this summer, last month and a half ago, I had a very wonderful time attending the annual Canada Day Pancake Breakfast at Alberta Legislature, attending the Art Gallery of Alberta, after visiting the Visitor Center at Queen Elizabeth II, of course, and also had a very wonderful time attending the Legislative Assembly Open House at Alberta Legislature. Also, my mom, my stepdad, and I, three of us had a very wonderful time attending the Edmonton Riverhawks Remax Center Baseball for the Edmonton Riverhawks for Canada Day with the Canada Day fireworks, featuring the Brass Tactics Band, of course. And also, this summer in July, last month and a half ago, folks, this year, I was very lucky, very fortunate to go see the Brass Tactics Band on Canada Day and also the International Street Performance Festival, and also was very lucky, very fortunate to go attend the Pancake Breakfast 3 times this summer, with the annual Canada Day Pancake Breakfast at Alberta Legislature, the NDP Whyte Avenue Art Walk Pancake Breakfast in Old Strathcona on the south side, and also the Premier's Breakfast at K-Days on the first day of K-Days, and also had a very wonderful time attending the Taste of Edmonton a couple times before that with the International Street Performers Festival. It was a lot of fun, and also was very lucky, very fortunate to go attend K-Days 3 times this summer in July last month, especially the Heritage Festival in Hawrelak Park again. After 3 years, they were closed for rehabilitation. Had a very wonderful opportunity to go attend the Heritage Festival again as well. Best of all, I had a very wonderful opportunity to attend the Fringe Festival on the south side of Old Strathcona this summer. What a very excellent way to wrap up the 2026 summer holiday break, summer holiday season as well, folks. And I hope each as well as every one of you amazing YouTubers, Edmonton Public School student and teachers, YouTube enthusiasts, I hope you amazing, fabulous students, teachers, principals, educational assistants, vocational teachers, fabulous, famous work experience teacher enthusiasts of LY Parents, of course, Master Gardener, Horticulture, vocational teacher Mark, of course. I hope you have yourselves a very wonderful, spectacular 2026-2027 school year this fall in September to this summer, this June 2027 as well. I hope it's a very wonderful, spectacular year. Also, here's some very wonderful, exciting news you're going to love to hear, folks. I just tried one of the new Harry Potter themed Slytherin chocolate pistachio donut from Tim Hortons. First time since Harry Potter is over 25 years this year. Since you may as well know, on a very positive note, I've always loved watching Harry Potter since the time I was between 8 years old, 9 years old, 10, 11, 12, a long time ago. They don't make any movies like Harry Potter anymore, but I always remember one of the best Harry Potter movies, like Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and also Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and other Harry Potter films like Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2 when I was in grade 12 a long time ago. Best of all, here's some very wonderful news you're going to love to hear. This fall, in September next month, folks, I am also going on my amazing 4-year anniversary of working at Loblaw City Market and Grocery in Ice District in the fall. come September next month. And also, here's some very wonderful news. What's going to happen after the last week of summer of August and before as well as after Labor Day, September long weekend, folks. This fall in September next month, after the summer holidays is done and wrapped up for the summer holiday season, folks, I'm very excited, very eager to say we are also looking forward to going to attend the Comic-Con Expo at Edmonton Expo Center again in Northlands again this fall in September next month in mid-September. It was a lot of fun last fall, last September 2025, and 2 years before last fall in September 2024, and 4 years ago, September 2022, and 7 years ago, September 2019, 8 years ago, September 2018 before that, and the first time 11 years ago, September 2015, a long time ago. Also, here's some very wonderful news, folks. I have also been taking advantage of the amazing free bowling, free 10-pin bowling at the Banquet in Ice District, putting in some extra bowling practices with my amazing Columbia 300 Progress 10-pin bowling glove, with my amazing bowling shoes, and my 10-pin USB-C T-Zone Fireball 10-pin bowling ball at the Banquet as well, and also at bowling at West Edmonton Mall as well too, folks. In fact, here's some very wonderful news. A few days ago, on my way to Ed's Bowling at West Edmonton Mall for their Memory Madness Bowling Monday, I got to see our friend Dan at Psycho Bunny at West Edmonton Mall in Eduardo, and also got to see my friend Deborah, who I know and remember, and you may as well want to hear this wonderful news. Deborah used to be one of my co-workers when I used to work as a cashier at Le Chateau at West Edmonton Mall a long time ago, back 8 years ago, before I moved on to Special Olympics Bowling 4 years ago, October 2022. In fact, I've also know and remember her parents, like her mom Esmerit, her dad Jack. She's meant to me about her brothers, even though I haven't met them in real life, but one day it might happen. But I do remember her boyfriend Lane as well, and asked how things were going, so it was very wonderful to see her after so long. Also, here's the best news. Our friend Dan gave me an amazing new black color Psycho Bunny logo graphic men's design Psycho Bunny t-shirt with an amazing Psycho Bunny logo with the different colors. I actually got to wear it the first time when I was doing some bowling practice too. It's very handy, and you know, those Psycho Bunny graphic design shirts are very well off the famous charts, and you know, it's great for lots of people, not just school teachers, school principals, but lots of people like lawyers, construction people, security people, rave people, DJ people, brass tactics band people, phys ed people, phys ed coaches, bowling coaches, basketball, football, soccer, badminton, tennis coaches, baseball coaches, who knows, and also bowling coaches, PBA bowling tours, 5-pin bowling universes, Brad and Kyle bowling themes too, and so much more. But most of all, on a very positive note, I reached out to our friend Dan, texted him how I very respectfully appreciate the amazing Psycho Bunny shirts, and also how I love the quality and the quality, the designs of the Psycho Bunny shirts are very well off the famous charts, the famous excellent charts, you might say too. And they're also they also have clothes for school age kids there too. But most of all, everybody, on a very positive note, as we wrap up this special live end of August 2026 update, I am very excited, very eager to tell you the biggest news of all. So, very eager to go attend the Comic-Con at the Edmonton Expo Center in Northlands again, as mentioned, including the Greater Edmonton Model Train Show on the first weekend of Saturday, October 3rd, in a month from September. I'm so excited to be there again this fall in October with friends, and also take pictures of the amazing model train displays again. It was a lot of fun last time as well. In fact, on a very excellent note, I'm very excited to count down the days and weeks until the amazing return of my amazing new year, new season, and my participation in both AS1 All-Stars 1 Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes again, with Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway Bowling Lanes on the south side again as well. In fact, I'm also making excellent preparations in between my work schedule at Loblaw City Market in Ice District, as well as making preparations for my new start of my amazing fifth season with my participation in both AS1 All-Stars 1, Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes, including Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center Gateway Bowling Lanes, for the 2026-2027 Special Olympics bowling season this year, come this October and a month from September as well, in the beginning of early November, folks. Here's some very wonderful news. You're going to love to hear. So in 5 months, this winter, here's some very wonderful, exciting news you're going to love, folks. This January, this winter, in early 2027, folks, in 5 months, I will be taking part in the Special Olympics 5-pin bowling provincials later on during my 4th month of my participation in my 5th year, 5th season in both AS1 All-Stars 1, Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes, as well as Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center Gateway Bowling Lanes as well. In fact, after an amazing first 4 years of Special Olympics bowling in both AS1 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes and Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center Gateway Bowling Lanes, my 5th year, 5th season, and my participation in both AS1 All-Stars 1, Special Olympics 5-pin bowling at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes, as well as Special Olympics 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center Gateway Bowling Lanes is going to be very different this year, because I will also be taking part in the Special Olympics 5-pin bowling provincials this year too, folks. And who knows, if all this goes well, everyone, who knows what the future will have for my 6th year, 6th season, for season 6 in the 2027-2028 Special Olympics bowling season for next year, as well as the following next year after for my 7th season in Special Olympics bowling for the 2028-2029 Special Olympics bowling season, as well as 8th season in season 8 for the 2029-2030 Special Olympics bowling season down the road. The future of Special Olympics bowling is super duper bright, and so is the amazing future of my job working at Loblaw City Market and Ice District, folks. I am extremely confident to make this exciting return of Special Olympics bowling as we go into the fall as well, folks, after the start of the 2026-2027 school year for all of the Alberta students, teachers, Edmonton Catholic, Edmonton Public Schools, the famous LY Cairns junior, senior high school students, the junior, senior academic teachers, vocational teachers, teaching and educational assistants, principals, office administrator secretaries, assistant principals, famous principals, work experience teachers, as well as lots of people. So aside from all this, everyone, what's very wonderful and very fortunate, what never changes, I am very lucky to make amazing public transit system videos of random ETS buses, Strathcona County, the ETS Valley Line, LRT trains, the Capital Line, Metro Line, including whenever visiting my friends on visits in Calgary using the buses, the Blue Line, Red Line LRTC trains of Calgary Transit featuring the New Flyers, Nova buses, and CNG Nova buses, of course, as well as their New Flyer buses whenever visiting my friends in Calgary, and also whenever visiting our friends, our family in the Greater Toronto, Hamilton areas in Ontario. Whenever on visits in Hamilton, Ontario from Edmonton, Alberta, folks, that never changes, as I'm very fortunate to have the opportunity to use my amazing bus trips on our familiar bus routes, on our HSR Hamilton Street Railway buses, both Hamilton, Waterdown, up and down the south side, west-east Hamilton Mountain Escarpment areas with Mohawk College, Hamilton Go Center, Jackson Square, Aldershot Station in Waterdown, upper gates from Rymal Plaza, Sam Lawrence Park on the beautiful Jolly Cut of the Concession Street, Upper Wellington Street, where my mom and I and our old next door neighbors, where we used to take the bus to and where we used to go to before, and especially Lime Ridge Mall on visits too. And also, on a very positive note, I also know the GO bus routes to Niagara Falls, Aldershot Station in Waterdown from our Hamilton Go Center station, of course, our GO train at Aldershot Station in Waterdown and through Burlington Station in Burlington, Appleby in Burlington, and Bronte Station, Oakville Station in Oakville, and on the way towards Union Station and from Union Station in the downtown Toronto with Clarkson Station, Port Credit Station, Long Branch Station, and the Etobicoke, Mississauga, Toronto border, including Mimico Station, Exhibition Station, Liberty Village of downtown Toronto, including the biggest transit center hub, where I love taking the subway and the GO train at Union Station on our GO train, and our Young University Spadina line on our subways between Bloor Young Station Wellesley Station College, TMU Station, Queen Station, King Station, and also between our Yonge University Spadina line, between Union Station to St. George Station, as always, through St. Andrew Station, Osgood Station, St. Patrick Station, Queen's Park Station, Museum Station, and love transferring at St. George Station. Very lucky, very fortunate to have the opportunity and the very wonderful privilege to take our subways on our Yonge University Spadina line in the downtown area in Toronto, and along our Bloor trains on our Bloor Danforth line, and what never changes between Bloor Yonge Station, Bay Station, Dufferin Station. Very lucky, very fortunate to go on the subway from St. George Station to Ossington Station with a special quick westbound, eastbound trip at Dufferin Station on our Bloor trains at the same time. Love riding the streetcars at 510 Spadina at Spadina Station, aside from 511 Bathurst at Bathurst Station, where my Auntie Paula and I used to go for honest eds when I was very young. And also for the Eaton Centre as a very wonderful, amazing alternative route, what's very wonderful and very rewarding, very fortunate, as well as Queen's Park Station. I have 506 on College Street outside Queen's Park Station again. 501 Queen at Osgood Station for Eaton Centre, and also outside St. Patrick Station by the Toronto Police Service 52 Division. 505 Dundas outside St. Patrick Station, of course. It's very wonderful and very amazing too, and very lucky and very fortunate to have this very wonderful opportunity, because I always let my mom, my stepdad know, our friends, my old friends, and our friends Kayla, my old friend Josh, my Auntie Paula, Auntie Jocelyn, Uncle John, my cousins, and let them know what's going on and doing all the right things as always, and always keeping in touch, paying attention, feeling people, watching for people, and keep my eyes and ears extremely well alert and well in the open without any situation. And of course, what never changes, I always keep doing the right things, following the same rules as my Auntie Paula, my mom, as well as before and after my grandmother passed away, as well as my grandfather and Auntie Hazel. And the same rules I always remember when going on the subway during the day is keep my back against the wall, stay behind the yellow line, stay in the middle of the platforms, and let the trains come and go, and never block the doors, and always keep doing the right things. And that's very wonderful and very amazing too, folks. And best of all, on a positive note, I'm very fortunate to have my amazing Presto SmartFare card to use on our HSR buses in Hamilton on visits, our Go Bus and Go trains, our subway on the TTC, our streetcar routes on the streetcars in the downtown area in Toronto during the day on visits, including other public transit systems, including My Way Mississauga Transit in Mississauga on visits now, including Oakville Transit in Oakville, including Burlington Transit along our HSR buses on visits too, and our Go Bus routes too. So it's a very wonderful and very rewarding privilege, and very rewarding opportunity. I'm very lucky and very fortunate to do bowling practices at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes with 5-pin bowling, outside Special Olympics AS1 All-Stars 1 5-pin bowling, of course, including 10-pin bowling at Gateway Entertainment Center, Gateway Bowling Lanes, outside Special Olympics 10-pin bowling, of course, along with the banquet in Ice District, Etz Bowling at West Edmonton Mall, and Splitsville Bowl in Christie's Corner near St. Albert as well. Whenever I use the St. Albert Transit's commuter bus route of St. Albert Transit 201 St. Albert via 118th Avenue, of course. And also, what never changes is that my YouTube channel keeps growing above and beyond, and I'm so excited to say this has been a very wonderful 2026 summer break, summer season, folks. And with that, the 2026 summer season comes to an end. And thank you very much, folks, for hearing this very wonderful, very special live end of August 2026 update. I am so very excited, very eager to provide a special live fall September 2026 update, which will be on a separate live YouTube video just before Labor Day, September long weekend. And as students, teachers prepare to begin their new 2026-2027 school year on the first Tuesday, September 1st. So please watch out for the live fall September 2026 update, which will be on a separate live YouTube video as well, folks. And for those of you who would like to know, it has been a very wonderful, amazing summer, and it was absolutely amazing. I got to go bike riding, together with friends, got to go to the Canada Day events, and also I got to meet some YouTube fans from my old school of LY Carowinds at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes, including my friend Castian, who's also a friend of Raphael and Jamar, who also go to my old school LY Carowinds, where I went to for junior high and senior high school a long time ago as well. But most of all, I'm also very excited, very eager to say it has been a very wonderful summer season, a very wonderful summer, and I hope each as well as every one of you has an amazing year, and students, teachers, universities, professors, instructors have an amazing fall, winter, spring 2026-2027 semester. Please stay tuned for live fall September 2026 update. And once again, folks, thank you very much for listening for the special live end of August 2026 update. See you soon for the live fall September 2026 update, folks. Thanks again for listening for the special live end of August 2026 update, folks. See you soon. Take care. Bye now.